Fire Force, Season 3, Episode 7, Sleeping Truth. What is happening to Obi? We need to know. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, Variant. So we are talking about Fire Force Season 3, Episode 7, and Obi has been under tension, literally, for quite some time now. So we need to find out what's going on with him and if he can be saved. So Moonlight Mask is on the scene, and he is doing everything he can to get the guys out of there because the Fire Force Company 8 is severely outgunned at this point in time. So he does his best to provide a diversion using, swift attacks and just kind of keeping everybody at bay and having his standards come in and kind of float around. So the white clad, of course, respond immediately like, yo, why are you here? Who are you? Like, what are you doing? Like, wait, you're Benny Morrow from, you know, Company 7. They're like, I'm Moonlight Mask. And he's just saying whatever he needs to say. But they keep coming at him and they can't get a hit on him because he can control all the heat around him within a 4 meter radius. Like he is literally knocking back, blasts and just negating everything that's coming his way, which is absolutely fantastic. While this is going on, Joker finally goes over and saves Obi by throwing some cards and slicing the bugs in half. So they're not super indestructible or anything like that. Again, they just, hey, we're done. It's like you could have been done this. You could have been led with this. Why did we have to have Obi flexing for like 2.5 episodes before you cut those things off of him? Like you could have threw those cards and cut those things off of him before you jumped into the hole. And then Obi could have got his gear and came to assist in the fight or something. Like, come on. That kind of stuff just aggravates the crap out of me. Either way, Moonlight Mask was able to get everyone to safety. And the reason being is, hey, grab a hold of a standard and get, fly you guys out of there while he finishes laying out the distractions. So absolutely wonderful. They got saved. Benny Morrow and Obi were able to have a conversation and tell him everything that's going on because he knows that they've gone rogue, but doesn't know why they've been turned on, why has the eighth been shunned. So they already know they was working with him. So we got to figure something out. So they talk about everything. They're going through the motions, and while this is happening, you have Haumea, who is like it's the first time all the pillars were together. We're all here. So Amaterasu, freaking Sho, Shinra, Inca, Nataku, and herself, and whoever the mystery one is, which I'm pretty sure is Iris. So all of these are put together, in this one area is causing something, maybe some kind of reaction, giving some insight, whatever the case may be, but it's got how Maya excited. So glad to see that. We'll see how it goes as far as, you know, utilizing the pillars for what their plan is to do with them. So after Obi and Benny talk what happened, they also mentioned about Burns, and we end up having a funeral at the first for Burns. So they're, his lieutenants are taking care of him and making sure that he's good, but they're also wondering what's going on, like what is the problem, like what can we do now, because we need to get answers. Why this happened to the captain, what's going on with the infernal, how did all this come to pass? So they've been doing their research as we've seen, but Hibana is the main one who's been doing the research. She has been going through, looking up all the stuff, trying to connect the dots between like the orphanage, the infernals, freaking the spontaneous combustion, everything. And she's been putting two and two together as much as possible. And all this led her back to her childhood home, which is the orphanage. And she goes through a fit of nostalgia. We see her background, we see different things that's going on. Freaking the sisters taking care, like Sister Sumire taking care of her, and make sure that everybody's on their P's and Q's, and just making this feel as much of a loving home as they can, and make sure that they grow up with enough discipline and all of this stuff. She's taking care of the kids. Cool, glad to see it. All good. But because Hibana's brought back to it, she's like, there's got to be something more, and she starts trying to figure out how this went until she actually finds the altar. She's like, this has got to be the one place that they wouldn't go to because it's something that they don't touch. So it's got to be something that someone regularly travels in and out of without anybody knowing about it or disturbing it. So what happens is the lieutenants show up from the first, and they end up teaming up with Hibana. It's like, we got to find this, and they end up breaking open the altar to find that there's a set of stairs right below it. Ooh, what's down there? So they head down and they start doing the research and they're looking around while still having these little flashbacks. And we found out that the Nether is hidden under the altar. So this is a connection path between the orphanage and the Nether. And this is probably where all the stuff that went wrong, why the orphanage got, destroyed. Any problems with any of the kids from the orphanage, all that kind of stuff came from here, it looks like. And while she was sitting there kind of going over everything, trying to figure it out, we see none other than Sister Sumire walk out. And she straight up like, yeah, she got that look like it was me. I've been doing this the whole time. Like, what do you want? So now we got that standoff. So we need to know what's about to happen. I'm excited. It was a short episode again, but I'm excited because now stuff is starting to come together a little bit more, and we're not just beating our bush around a bunch of fights that could have been already solved, or we can get into fights that actually need to be gotten into and draw them out and actually have a good fight scene over an episode or two or whatever. Dragon Ball fight scenes will go on for like 3 to 5 episodes, freaking in some cases more, depending on whatever you're dealing with. So, trying to get a little bit more out of this now. I do think that the rest of the eighth is going to have to step up really, really hard because, like the doppelgangers, the infernals, and stuff that they've been dealing with. And I think this is where Arthur is going to shine. He's got to get himself a new sword and something more durable, and prefer to go back out and face Dragon. At some point, now Dragon needs to be defeated in the mind of Arthur the way he knows how to defeat things. So we're going to see him probably evolve as a knight to be able to take out Dragon. Some point in time, that's got to happen. That's going to come to blows, and that's probably going to be his final battle. As far as being part of the team, Shinra has got to figure out his options and how to smile more. I think Joker's not going to make it in the end. Um, I'm not sure. Everybody else is just kind of meh. We'll see. Shinra and Show probably maybe do a team up at some point if he can break the hold that they have on Show. But there's not much else going on. Like, this is a solid episode. We are resetting the team to go back in, I guess, and go look for something or do something else at this point. Not sure what they're going to do exactly, but the original goal was accomplished. Go get Captain Obi. We got him back. Can't really go back to the eighth because that's overrun. So make do what we have and figure it out. So yeah, so wait and see. So make sure that you hit that little subscribe button so I can, wait till next week and hopefully see you guys then as I'm talking about this stuff and whatever comments and stuff you got. Tell me what you think is going to happen, what your speculations are. Is the show any good? Is it freaking bad? Whatever, sort of that. I'm midline. I need this to get going somewhere. Like, I like Fire Force. I need it to get going. I need some more build up, some more danger, some more stakes, something to make me, more invested. But hey, they're kind of slow rolling a little bit. That's all I got for this one. I'll catch you guys in the next one.